wanted to make a quick video about my computer just to show what I use every day. The case is a Lian Li Landcool K7B mid tower. I like this case a lot. I've actually been using it to build computers for friends and stuff lately because it's so nice to work with. And, I have an LG Blu-ray burner drive, 4 Western Digital hard drives. There's a 500 gig Caviar Black for the system drive, a pair of 160 gigs and a 320 gig. I have a GeForce 9600 GT video card with a big old passive cooler on it. I got tired of replacing video cards because of the fans going bad on them. And the processor is a AMD Phenom 2 X4 955, which is a quad-core 3.2 gigahertz. Motherboard is a Gigabyte MA790X UD4P. I have 6 gigs of Mushkin DDR2 800 RAM and 520 watt Corsair power supply, which I really don't care for. I'll explain why in my next power supply video that I'm working on. But I'm going to see if I can get up to the desktop here. Alright, now let's see what's up on the desktop here. I've got a small pair of Shure and Vega bookshelf speakers for the audio. I think they're classic 5s or something like that. And over here, this little box, this is my homemade Phantom power supply for my microphone. It's basically a 9-volt battery and some resistors and some caps. And that powers my little condenser microphone that came off a video conferencing system. This is actually made by Audio Technica. It's a really nice microphone. And then there's a old power switch box I'd like to get rid of eventually, or find one that's black colored so it matches better. I've got a 24-inch HP LCD monitor. It's a model 2408H. And let's see here if I can pull up my thing here. Here's my Windows Performance Index on this system. Remember I was talking about how it benchmarks the hard drive, kind of funny. In that last video I made about working on that compact computer, it seems like no matter how fast your hard drive is, it always gets about a 5.7 or a 5.9. In this case it's a 5.9, which is why the overall score is that low. And pull up my hard drives here. These are the 4 hard drives in the system here up top. I don't know if I've got good focus on this or not. I can probably read this, but these drives here on the bottom are all in my file server down in the basement that I use for backing up all my files and storing my media and all that. And even those are starting to get kind of full. And over here I have my Toshiba NB205 netbook with 2 gigs of RAM and Windows 7 Pro. And down here is my Marantz 1030 amplifier that I restored a while back. It was made in the late 60s or early 70s. It's about 15 watts per channel, but it sounds like a lot more. Sounds great actually for what it is. And down on the floor there's my UPS. It's a APC Smart UPS 1250. I rebuilt that some time ago and put new batteries in it and everything. And my keyboard, it's an old IBM Model M with a lot of food crumbs on it because I eat over it all the time. I need to clean that really bad. Here's my Logitech MX518 mouse. You can see the paint actually starting to wear off the top of that too, and the finish wearing off the desk also. It gets a lot of use. But another thing I also do when I'm not using these smaller speakers, the computer's also wired into my tube amp back here, which is another project I'm almost done with but not quite. That's another video though, I'll get to that later. But this is what I use when I want good sound quality. That's pretty much it. That's my my daily use computer rig here that I spend most of my time sitting in front of.